I actually just took the permaculture design course more because I just thought it'd be fun, and I didn't really feel that I actually got a lot out of it. It was a great chance to focus, spend some time thinking about things that I sometimes grapple having the time allotted. You know, I took a weekend course, so it was like 1 week in a month. It was great to be able to do that. For us in the construction business, we have a landscape construction license, which is actually one of the more difficult contractor's licenses to get in the state. Requires 4 years of experience and verifiable experience, and it's a 5-hour closed book test. Actually, my business partner said I'm very lucky I didn't have to do that, but it's you have to know how to build a golf course, you know, basically out of your head. And it's really complicated and really hard. So if you want to get into the trades, which is a real mixed bag, it's great to build things, but it's also really hard on your body. There's a lot of risks. You can kill yourself very easily. So I mean, I'm not joking about that. I mean, I run a lot of machines that can flip over and kill you. There's, you know, you can have an accident with a dump truck or a piece of equipment. You could throw out your back moving something. So that's something that's, you know, I'm assuming most people here aren't trying to get into the trades. The good thing about that is pretty much it's a great way to get started without a lot of, you can work for $10 an hour if you work hard and you don't mind, you know, pushing your physical limits, and just show up and work. It's a great way it's a good entry point for some people, you know, just to go for it and learn about that. But yeah, definitely.
And you won't need a gym membership, right?
Absolutely not. I had a young guy that was 25 last year brag that he had done all these really hard jobs, and we had him load dirt into a trailer all day, and in 3 hours he said, "All right, it's the worst day of work I've ever had." So I felt pretty glad, and I was fine. So and I felt really good to be 10 years older and make him sweat. So
young people suck.
Yeah. I'm hoping to get out of the field pretty soon.
That brings up a good point. You know, in getting a first job or trying to get some experience in the sustainability field, you might not be working directly with what you want to be doing eventually. So, for example, you might want to be an energy manager ultimately, but your first job might be entering data into an Energy Star spreadsheet to get an Energy Star rating for a building. And it's mundane, it's boring, but you're there in that environment, and you're most likely working with an engineer or a utility manager, and you're hearing the conversation of the day, and you're up to date on what is going on in that industry. So it's kind of a whole gamut of information that you're exposing yourself to, and that's priceless. So.
I would add too, as far as just that I do work with my hands a lot, and I think there's something really valuable about building things. And you know, you'll hear a lot of rants within our industry about you know, green building construction, that you know, the architects or the designers don't know what they're designing, or the engineers are over-engineer things, or the contractor's the sloppy guy that just doesn't fully appreciate and understand the design that he's installing. But I think if you have some you know, physical on-the-ground experience with that is really valuable. And I mean really understanding how things go together. I think it's a great resource no matter what you end up doing. It's really valuable. I can't stress that enough. Even if you know, helped build a house, or you helped put in a garden, or you did, you know, any number of those things, it can only serve you in good ways. It's not for everybody. I realize that.
When we run out of oil, like people like Dave are going to be in great shape, and the rest of us are
got plenty of food growing.
Totally screwed.
Yeah.
House, so.
Yeah.
And with certifications, I think you were asking about that, what kind you would need. I would say if you're going towards something you know what you want to do, you should get certified in that area. But if you don't know, it's good to get a few different certifications in different areas and show that you're really flexible and that you can do a lot of different things, and to show that you can manage things and that you're autonomous. Because I know that's what we're always looking for when we're hiring people. Can you work independently? Can you manage your time? Are you someone who can start a project and finish it to the very end? And if you've worked with other people or managed other people, that's a really great thing too.
Any other questions? Oh, thank you.
The one more thing I want to say. One more thing I want to say is just that I think right now is a great time to be looking for work despite the economy and what you do, because this reminds me a lot of when the internet boom was climbing in the mid-90s, and I worked in marketing and e-commerce around that time, and the market's moving that way, and you guys are going to be in a great position to take advantage of that, and that's not going to go away. It's not going to be a bubble like the internet was. So just words of encouragement, if nothing else, like be patient and keep at it.
I'm busier than I've ever been. I'm not hiring, so anybody wants to come break their back, I can't help you do that right now. But I have more work and more calls than I've ever had than I've been in business, and so, which I know sounds kind of counterintuitive to what you hear, but if you work hard and you do good work, people will recognize that and they'll seek you out.
Okay, now you can clap.